Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And away we go from East Rutherford. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Bravo!
Motioning one of the tight ends. They'll start the drive with Singletary. Has a hole left, room to run. That one gonna go against the D. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here, 1st and goal. They give up the gut to Singletary. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready!
Quick throw left side, complete. And that's a New York touchdown. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. They send a man in motion. Play action on first down. Caught by the open man. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish off their opening drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Saints respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Reed now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now an inside give to Singletary. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an
And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the set. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Big gain downfield. Touchdown, New Orleans. Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Reed now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat. Ready.
They'll send him over right. On 1st down, this is Singletary. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is complete to Neighbors. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done. Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Kamara gets it on the draw. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And the fumble recovery is made.
You know, these returners, they walk such a fine line. You got to have bravado. You certainly got to have confidence, but you can't be reckless as that ball gets punched out with the returner trying to do too much. That almost ended up on the wrong side of the highlight reel.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession.
Let's go now.
They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. And that falls incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
His return starts at the 5. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Devon Holland there to make the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
To the air, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Oh, stiff arm. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They're going play action. Looking to his fullback now. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Pass play on 1st and 10. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Connects with Johnson. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He keeps it himself. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Saints now lead by 10. Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints drive their lead to 11. Reed now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. He's racing past midfield. He could get there. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a one-score game before halftime. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants cut the lead down to 4. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He finds Johnson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing now from the gun. Forced out to his right. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. 2nd and 3 now. He'll throw it yet again. Taken in by Shaheed. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Caught, nice gain left side. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down from the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. He brings it in. It's a New Orleans touchdown. 3-touchdown game for the rookie. That's pretty good in your debut season, Brock. But then you look at the clock and you see, oh, wait, we still have a whole half of football to play.
Yes, when some of that psychology comes into play, don't just be satisfied. You can look at it one of two ways. I'm satisfied with what I've done, or you look at it and go, I got another half. I can throw 3 more of these babies.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Go!
To throw it on 1st down. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Got it. Ready?
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Here we go.
Another try following the sack. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throwing on 2nd and real long here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go.
Here's a throw. Escapes the pocket. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. That is Eddie Jackson. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80. Reload. Check smash. And up.
Here's Singletary. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Giants start the second half with some needed points. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. He's throwing for it. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
Giants 26. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go. 19 Tiger.
Running behind center with Kamara. And he cuts it back right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
This is complete to Olave. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at Ask Peyton, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Valus Jones now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Kamara, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
They stay on the ground with Kamara. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They're throwing it. He's got Shaheed. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Play action on 1st down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 3rd quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Reed now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
For the life of me, I will never understand why you give that returner another shot after he already took one to the house. You could feel it. He's brimming with confidence. He wants you to kick the ball to him, and he nearly took a 2nd one to the house again. He now sets his team up with great field position.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that makes it 3rd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, New York. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Gano ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. They go play action on 1st. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call...
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They send a tight end in motion. Kamara now on 1st and 10. Down the sideline to the 45. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Pass play coming here. Into the hands of Olave. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback and the receiver.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Andrew Phillips.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Handoff running left. Here's Singletary. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's go now.
Trying again following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Here he is on 3rd and long. They did it! He made the interception! And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 a multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Jackson now to return it. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, set the knee.
Gives to Singletary from the gun. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Aguilar, the receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
Buffalo 18. There we go. Shaq. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No return on that punt. And the Saints will get set to take over. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Olave with the catch. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. This finds Cooks complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Kamara gets it. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Another run for Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Saints only up by a few. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Run here with Kamara. And they make the stop as that player reaches the 14-yard line. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Let's go now.
Kamara running out of the gun. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Putting a receiver in motion. Counter give to Kamara. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Let's go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Here we go. Shaq.
2nd down. Probably going to see him kneel it again here. Kamara. So this a win on the road for the Saints. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week.